Hey, welcome back to Netherville, Chesterville, where Nether turned out to be a little dangerous. I guess that's not surprising.
I did a stupid thing, but...
Anyway, well, it may have worked out. You gotta know... Oh, give me your... Come here.
Yeah?
Come here, come here, come here. You see this box?
Yep.
Throw your red mushrooms into it from the Nether where that killed you a lot. There you go. There's 2 left over, yay. That's cool because those get me one of these, which we're going to want. I'll put it there with the spawner is ready. I have a mycelium and a bit of assorted types of dirt. You also have some gravel, right?
Yeah, I was just going to put it over here in this chest, but I can put it somewhere else. Where do you want it?
Come here and I'll show you. Well, hang on to it, but if you talk to Chester and give him spruce logs, get gravel.
Right.
If you get gravel and mix it with basic dirt.
You get coarse dirt, and then you use a hoe to turn it into regular dirt.
Right. And I have a bit of a hoe, but we can go on from there. The larger point is, let me go in here. I built it. This is a, well, it starts here, so I went a little further. The torch here, actually, we don't even need. Nothing can spawn except for mushroom cows. So there's that. Let me just set down that. And the corner is fine. I've got a... No, I don't. Let me have this, and we'll... do this. I'm going to need another hoe before we get done here. I don't need this one. Okay, well, that's the end of that, apparently.
Okay, so if I steal some of your...
Oh, I don't have any damn cobblestone. What?
If I steal some of this dirt, then I can...
Yeah, just kind of don't put it on top of the mycelium or anything. Let me make... You know what's hilarious? I think, apart from the hatchets I've been buying, our guy has those. So I'm just going to buy those. See how, if I can get them opened up a bit. I could just give him some iron, but since iron is really expensive for now. I do actually have a lot. Just from having stored it up. I've got 8 cubes and that. But doesn't mean I want to just... Oh, let me put that... Actually, I'll hang on to this. I haven't seen a wandering trader since I really got any, you know, money. But whatever.
There was one wandering around the village for quite a while.
Are these clean?
Yes.
Okay, give me those, give me these. I just want to kind of preserve that. I want at least, you know, 4 of those. Actually, that leaves me an odd number, so just go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't know, what do you have for gravel? Oh, still any, or are you out?
I just ran out.
I'll just go get some. Because we can... Well, we need like 80, well, 75-ish more. Which basically means 75 things of gravel, which itself basically means 750 spruce logs. So let me just grab what I can get my hands on and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
And turn all of these in for this stuff. Oh, really? That's stupid. It's going to be awkward about, oh, what the hell. Okay, this is sucking. It's not really just letting me do anything. I mean, it is, but it's not doing it nicely.
Oh.
Go ahead and just use it all up. That's potentially more than we even need, but then we just have some left over, which is, we do still want a lot of dirt. in the world
Okay.
that we don't have yet. So here's some coarse dirt. And dirt. Oh wait, that was really stupid. And then do this to it.
I have some regular dirt.
Yeah, I'm not surprised here. Take those, which will actually... No, that'll work. You can just do 15 of each. It'll be fine. I think that's... Well, if not, we can go do it again. I think I have enough. I don't know what did you have at least like 16 of them?
Yeah.
It seems like I just got essentially a stack. So there's 32, which is and then don't bother digging these up once they're done. We'll just see where we are. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what you have, but I have some gravel left if you want to... Where are you?
Okay.
Okay, here's gravel. And we'll go make this stuff into dirt at least. We also technically have a whole bunch of dirt just right in front of me, but it kind of doesn't seem like the worst plan to me to leave that alone if we don't need to move it. Like, if we ever desperately need dirt in the next 2 minutes, we know where to find it. Okay, so that, what do we... That's open for a reason. So there's the 4 that you have there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Do you have at least 8 gravel?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got 17 gravel.
Okay. Go ahead and just make, you know, dig up dirt that isn't coarse. And, is that coarse? Oops. And just get this last, whatever the hell it is, 10, I think, filled in. Okay. And then when you're...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Need 6 more. 3, 2, 1. And then just hoe that up if you still have it. I can do it if you don't. Place, that is right, as it's got to be 5 by 25. I just want it in the very middle. Place spawner, we get pigs, which don't happen here. Place mushroom cows, and we get those. And here we have options. A, clip the mushroom cow, free mushrooms. Which we could also just plant if you want them in here for anything. And which you can also bone meal and make super mushrooms, which is probably what we'll end up doing with the other. Although, there's like 1 in a lot. Like 1 in 80, 192. It's the odds are against it. You can get a brown one. You did that once in the ocean block one. I guess if we somehow ever got 2, we could mate them and just clip the offspring for brown mushrooms. But the other thing you can do is to kill these, and that gets us a couple of things. If you clip them first, you get the mushrooms back.
And now we get meat and leather.
Yeah, and most immediately, well, we need a lot more meat. But we would get, the ability, if we need it for something, to trade in a stack of the raw meat for
A regular cow.
yeah, which we could have spawn anywhere. So if we want to build a big thing somewhere that just spawns infinite animals at us, we can do that. We can't do it with mushroom cows. They have to be in a mushroom biome.
Right.
But we could have infinite normal cows somewhere. Take a nap real quick, and then I got to do a couple of quick things. Actually, it's not like we're out of time. We just hit 10 minutes. That was a lot faster than I thought it would be. So, the topic of bone meal, since I sort of brought it up. Yeah, I replaced in here the skeleton, which I think is that one, is a witch now because we were just full on everything a skeleton would have for us. We could put it back later or something, but I don't care. But, you know, it was just clogging up the system with stuff we don't need more of. I might as well replace it with something that gives us what we do need more of, which is redstone and sticks and stuff. So, as for clogging up, okay, well, did you just... I'm not free-falling, am I?
No.
I guess we'll find out. You just, like, totally hit me, and I'm gonna call a cop. Yeah, that's got a little room left. You know, we could just work toward... Well, let me see. Let me do the mushroom. Oh, we need, we do still have skeletons in the world, because there's the basic monster factory is still producing roughly 1 in 4 times. 1 in 3 times. Yeah, about 1 in 3. 3 in 10. Let me have these guys. Actually, just give me 1. I just want to... I don't need to trade these in for Podzol. There's no advantage. I mean, if I wanted Podzol, I'd get Silk Touch and pull it out from under the tree that makes it for us now. That wasn't the case when this map was made. So, I mean, there's that. But if we just want to say that we have a stack of them, it's not like it's required. Going... Oh, I was going to do something very clever, and then I didn't. And I can't. I need a couple of... I need that. And that, and that, and that, and that. And that, and I'll just throw together a storage bit to contain meat. Could put leather in. Actually, you know what? Let me do something else. We have leather already in the fishery up there, but the downside to that is the fishery is up there. So I might as well just have a whole separate one here that actually counts. And then get out. Yeah, so go in here, plant this kind of mushroom, which I'll just try to make it central if I can. Have some bone meal. And then, you know, 1 in X of these will give us mushrooms. So it shouldn't take all that long to collect a stack. Apart from getting a stack of raw beef, we could also just hit these guys with, like, flame on a bow or fire aspect on a sword. Auto cook it if for some reason we're that desperate to eat. I don't know if you can even put anything with fire on a hatchet, so typically when I have a herd of something, cows, whatever, that for some reason I'm able to go in and just hit them. If I want raw stuff, I'll hit them with, historically it was more the case with, like, pigs, or chickens, because that's what villagers wanted, but now that they want also beef, it kind of, you just have to decide. Hit them with a hatchet, and you don't get cooked stuff. Hit them with a sword or a bow, and you can just have free food. Yeah, feel free to kill those things. They're bumping me around and I don't like it. So, meanwhile, well, we have to go find the blazes. So, alright. It's not what...
Nothing, just...
You're just not looking forward to shooting at least 64 blazes with arrows from some distance and getting shot back.
Yeah, especially since I don't even have a bow.
Well, we can work on that. We don't really technically need even to date, we didn't need anything from the nether to build a village, like a real village, not what we have. Except we also didn't, we weren't quite, can someone go away? Just stop existing at me, would you? I want this central so nothing goes over the side, but I need it to be my, I think. I don't think I can just put it, maybe I can, I don't know. I don't think you can just put it down on dirt. Anyway, the trick with building a village, and I've been thinking about it, as a 114, if you have any solid blocks in a village, the iron guy will be just happy to spawn there, and then you have that to deal with because you don't want that. So, depending on what you have to work with, a pretty good deal is to make it out of glass, which is really neat looking. But on this map, we're never going to get that kind of sand accumulated easily. I mean, like long term. If we have a village operational, maybe, because you can buy it from librarians. Okay, that's fun. That actually doesn't hurt anything to be there. It just keeps it lit up for... It doesn't hurt anything either way. Okay. So, I mean, long term we could make a glass village if we bought glass. Or I guess if we bought sand from Chester, but that is a lot of, what does it take, acacia, and that's a fairly unreasonable tree to try to harvest routinely. It's just a really chaotic, random. There's no way to just do a grove. It's not like, the best one for a grove is birchwood, which gets us ice, which once I build an ice tray is going to be irrelevant. 57, oh, 59. Can I? No. Didn't think so. This should probably get us to 64. And oh, it does, because I just grabbed one, so we're done. And just get this the hell out of here. Plant a couple if we want them in here for like no reason. I'm not sure. There's no way to find out apart from filling it up with mushrooms. I don't know if you can spawn mushroom cows on a block that a mushroom is on. I've never really bothered to find that out. I guess we could. But I don't know. I don't care very much. Alright, so we have that. And then I guess meanwhile, if you happen to give a damn... Oh, you don't have clippers.
Hold on. There you go.
Where I go, what?
There's a mushroom floating behind you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can plant it. Oh, there's one right there. Did you plant that?
No.
Oh.
Every once in a while I would accidentally pick one up and throw it at you.
Okay. Anyway. I'll go throw these in the thing. Yeah, so the thing about a village, optionally you can make it out of glass, or something like glass. I could, especially when I have big floofy, I could clipper these to get leaf blocks and build it that way, which would be pretty cool. Although, I hope it never rains because I don't trust it around lightning. If one bit goes up, the whole thing goes up. But what I did recently somewhere else was I effectively just made the whole thing out of slabs, and it worked fine, more or less. So what we could do is just make, whatever block we're going to use, just make slabs and probably put down blocks and then slabs on top of it, because I don't trust just slabs, but it could work. And then in the middle we have the solid block bit where the guys are supposed to spawn, and then that would work too. So I have like extra mushrooms now that I don't know why I have them. They're not, I could buy podzol, but I don't care. Just go there, I don't give a damn. I don't think anyone buys those. I don't think any clerics or anything want them. Yeah, as far as the village itself, I guess, because this is full entirely, which is good, but also there's whatever this is and probably some gem. I guess it's empty. Make more stuff, I guess. Put that back for now. I guess we can just start sort of sparingly, I suppose. It's going to be a lot faster to get cobblestone or even stone brick, but we can go up here and I'll go back to, you know, I think about it. I just ran out of shards. Never mind. I was going to make sea lanterns, but I'm lacking half the material I need. It doesn't really matter. I can always do it later.
There, I have a full stack of meat.
Hmm. Well, on its own, that's a cow egg. We can deal with that sometime. I got about 10 minutes. And it's nighttime. Yeah. That's okay. Just slept. Let me, where am I here? 5. Oh, 25. I want to say that I'm looking for... It's 20. What I'm looking for is 20. Let me build this out just so we can... A bit. 20 should be... I'm going to sleep. 20 should be the dead middle of the village when we get there. Oh, you're not really sleeping anywhere, are you?
I'm on my way up.
Okay.
If you were going to do that, I was going to get some more wood so I could fill in for you. But
Right. Well, I guess I'll just be up here in a minute.
yeah.
If you don't try to swim in lava again.
That second time was not my fault. I was getting the gravel that I thought you needed, and it diverted at me.
The lava?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it could happen. Block updates are fun. Especially when they do weird things. Like sometimes that happens.
This was a weird thing. It
Yeah.
shouldn't have done that. And
Well, never know. Okay, so I guess what I'm thinking is go to... That's 20. That's... Okay. Oh, so I'm heading towards 0 for all that matters. That's almost a thought. Let me just... Start with 0 here. Why not? And then I want to say that the middle of the village is 20 by 70, which means I'm looking for 50 right now. So swamp, swamp, swamp. Place block like I said. And then in a second here we should back our way into the edge of a kind of deserty, I don't know if it's desert or savanna or what, but it's something that it doesn't rain. Right about here. There it is. So, I'll put this here, but this is actually going to be the middle edge of the village, which isn't out there yet. The trick about that, I guess, is that we don't want solid blocks. So, I'm not sure why I'm using these. I don't want to do the village right now. I just wanted to point out where it's going to be. Eventually, 2 blocks that way is going to be a wall retaining whatever's in the village. But then we can't really have anything with a surface outside it. We can get there. We can do slabs or something to make it work. Technically, I have to go like 16 blocks from here, 15 or so. With slabs on this, or replace it with glass or something. But that's where that's going to be. Which, even if I have all of the material I need at once, which might not be impossible, it may take more than half an hour to build a village. But we generally have some way of doing it with slabs or whatever. And we have a couple of villager eggs ready to go. We have this village full of things that we can uproot and move. They don't have, and then these villagers can just sort of decay. I don't care what happens to them. We'll build up whole new ones. We have, at this point, I said we needed to, about here, I think, on string before we made any beds. So by now we might actually have enough to make all of them.
Okay.
We're probably pretty close. Anyway.
Slightly stupid question. Do
Okay.
we have nearly everything we need for the water lift?
Sorta. There's one thing we're lacking, and it's the big thing. Two things. We need a stack of ice, for sure.
Okay.
And I'd personally rather make it out of glass, which means we need a bunch of glass.
Oh.
Yeah. It just looks a lot better made out of glass. It doesn't have to be, but we do need that much water. There's no practical way, really, to... Well, there actually technically is a way to make it with just buckets of water. But it's almost not worth talking about. It's just annoying. With ice, you can just jump up and place ice as you go.
Okay.
So, yeah. We could make one, I guess. I don't know if I want to.
It'd just be a matter of... What tree is it?
I don't know. Oh, actually, that one is the birch tree, which is the easiest one to deal with.
It's just...
It doesn't give you as much, wood as that thing. Cow. Do I have any wood left? No, of course not. I'm going to make a, sort of a location for things that go in here. Cow. So, oh, and I had that. No, it's upstairs. I had that skeleton and egg in case I forget and use up all the arrows somehow. Oh, how's this guy doing on the topic of eggs? Cool. So, and we have the means now to do a chickinator. Well, we need a lot of iron. But otherwise, technologically, we could do it. Yeah, as far as the lift, I don't know. Yeah, we could make it happen. It would take a little while, but it could be done.
Okay, we'll get to it. It's not...
It doesn't have to be glass. I can make it out of not glass. If I have to. And I can technically make it without ice. It would just be annoying. I'll do it next time. We'll just make it out of something normal and, have that for later. It's fine. What do we have at this point for... Okay, and then what do we have? Right, okay.
I know you're getting a little sick of the ladder.
Yeah, it's really annoying. I don't know. Building a water lift without ice is roughly as annoying as using the ladder. On the other hand, I only have to do it once. So, I mean, you just have to weigh it against... It's probably as annoying as using the ladder about 40 times. Basically. So, we just have to factor that sort of number. I don't know. Doesn't make any difference. If we do that, we're going to want some blocks that we don't hate looking at, so...
So it's time for me to make some more cobblestone.
Well, I'm just going to cook this into this sort of thing. How much, none. Oh. Not too worried about coal at this point, because once we do the village, iron is going to be free, and then we don't really need literal coal for a lot. We'll be okay. Alright, yeah, next time we'll do the water lift, I guess. We'll get the stuff cooked up. There should be... Let me think what I actually need. It's like... Hang on, let me look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... For sure. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... permanent stacks of stuff. Need like a stack of basic cobblestone too, but that's a whole... Well, no, wait. What did I just... 2 stacks. Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll be okay. We're out of time, I think. aren't we? Yeah, basically. Okay. So we'll get some stuff set up. Next time we'll do a lift so we don't have to take that damn ladder anymore. And then we'll think toward the village sometime. So, see you then. Bye.